Okay, so how you guys been doing? I know it's been a while, but I am back with a review of Love and Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 15. Okay, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Hey, I know I look a mess. I had a birth last night, so I'm tired. Excuse. I'm in my robe. I had to put this hat on because my hair look a mess. I don't get my hair done. It's a Saturday. But anyway, I'm coming in with the reviews a little late in the season. I know. I've been saying every day I'm gonna get my YouTube back up and start. The show opens up with Lyrica's pre-SB performance, and you got everybody showing up to support her. You got Apple Watts, Tierra Marie, Zale Swag, Paris, A1, of course. You got Mama Lyrica. You got all them showing up to give her some support as she steps back on stage for the first time after having Ocean. She says she's real nervous, but she's ready to focus back on her music and everything like that. And I'm just wondering what keeps throwing you off your focus. Is it being married to A1? Because if being married to someone throws you off your focus, then maybe, just maybe, you got to recalibrate. But I digress. You see what I'm saying? You can't focus on nothing if you got a whole lot of shenanigans going on. But anyway, they're at the venue. The scene opens. They're walking through. You see everybody walking. I love you some Apple Watch. You see her sauntering, baby. Apple Watch can saunter. That walk alone. Okay, now if she went to a storefront to get that BBL or whatever, I don't know if it's real or fake or whatever, but send me the business card. I don't even know if they got business cards, but send me the info. Anyway, this episode, you come in, she's in the dressing room. She's, getting herself together, because she's still handling her stuff on her own with a small town overhead. I get that. You ain't trying to spend all your money everywhere, so she's still picking out her own outfits and whatnot. But she got her hair in a little high pony, half high pony, half down. She looking cute, got a lace front popping, all that pop, 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 pop. She got on it looked like a Coogee short jacket with the fur. Okay, and then she got on a black, a little black one piece that looked like with a little this going on up in there. But anyway, so she had that on. She looked real cute. I love me some Lyrica. I love Lyrica. They in the dressing room and they're talking, and A1 wants to bring up, last week, last night I kind of felt a little funny about your mama. And I'm like, how can you feel funny about her mom when you constantly mistreat her daughter? Like that whole thing right there, I don't really get with, because my point is that how do you expect to do somebody dirty and then expect the people that love them not to feel accordingly? That's narcissism. And that's stupid, and I don't like it. But anyway, they're in there talking. She's like, look, it's a good performance. I got a performance coming up. I don't have time for this. Let's talk about that later. I need good vibes, good energy. Okay? So I appreciated that Lyrica, set her boundaries, and she was like, we can't. Let's talk about this later. So he said, okay. So she go out there. She about to perform. And he like with her mic, and he being husbander or whatever he being, and he being extra, okay, he done messed up. He trying to get back in, so he got to seem overprotective. And really, in reality, we really don't know if he's always like that and always down for her. But the way she has portrayed it on this for storyline or for truth, whatever it is, she's always made it seem like he's not the most supportive person. So we gonna say he seems to have turned over a new leaf when it comes to supporting her. So they always do everything in the beginning. Don't fall for it, Lyrica. But anyway, so she go out there. She sang the song, Why You So Cold, or whatever. Why you gonna be so good? 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 I love Lyrica's voice. I really do. But you know what? The funny thing is all of these performances on the shows really be real lackluster to me. I'm not saying that. I know Lyrica can sing. That's no doubt. I'm not saying that. But it's like when it portrays on the TV, it's just, I don't know if she got the mic on and she got this mic and it's all up in the chest area for the song, but it was just like, whoa, whoa. Y'all see how that sounds? It sounds just like that. But I gave him a sample. I can't support that. Girl, but in the background, you see Zell and Paris come in. They like, she over there. So Paris says she going to talk to Apple Watts, you know, the squashing. And she like, you coming? He like, nah, cause you know, y'all be throwing drinks and stuff. And I ain't trying to get it on my outfit because see, he got on East Avenue. Now we're gonna talk about that later, but he got a new clothing line. He got on East Avenue, so it looked like it's a bunch of like it's a white outfit with some brooches, some sparsely placed brooches. He cute. But so Paris like, all right, Sylvia. He like, holla if you need me. Holla if you need me. So she walk over there and she like, you know, her Apple talking about some, see, I don't know what's about to pop off, but I'm ready. I say, yeah. Paris, I don't know. Apple might give you a run for your money. So Paris walks over there and she like, girl, you know, I ain't trying to beef. Me and Zell been had this beef with you know, the girl or whatever. So, you know, just it ain't about that. It ain't about that. She like, yeah, you know, I ain't know that. See, I ain't know that. Apple was like, see, I ain't know that. I ain't know that. You know, I ain't know that till after the bus. You see what I'm saying? After the bus. So, you know, they hash it out or whatever. Then Zell come over there and tell me something. Y'all made up. Okay, because you know I can't come over here because I got on my East Avenue. I got on my East Avenue. I said, that boy got a promo. You better get them advertisements. Ain't nobody gonna be wearing that. Ain't nobody gonna be, what you got on East Avenue? No. But, you know, you gotta give them a E for F. I mean, an A for F. E for F or A for F? The next scene you have April and Fizz's housewarming party. They got a nice house. It's not the house that you saw last episode where, you know, it looked like it was in the woods or something, like a cabin in the woods, you know, a luxury cabin in the woods. This one is on the upside of the Hollywood Hills. See, the last house was in the middle of the hills where the trees was still hadn't been cleared out yet, and they put a house in there. This one is on the upside of the Hollywood Hills, so you see more of the horizon. You see what I'm saying? So they out there, they're having a housewarming, and everybody, you know, is there. You have Fiz's sister, you have Carter, and I don't know if y'all saw the video where April was on live telling some everybody wants this fat, you know, and all that, grabbing her genitalia and whatnot. But the friend that she had in that video, Carter, she was there. You had Fizz's sister, Nia Riley. You had some joker called Long Live Carter, who apparently is friends with, or used to be friends with Omarion as well. He's a producer. And not Long Live Carter, Long Live Caesar. And then you have Mickey Monday and whatnot. So the scene opens, you in there, they're around the island in the kitchen. April brings in a floral presentation of A2K, because that's what Paris had said. Instead of calling them B2K, she called it A2K. She said it had a ring to it, and she said she liked it, child. If you like it, I love it. Whatever. I don't think that was meant to be a compliment. But April says that you gotta make light of things and find joy in life. And I rock with her on that. So you have them all around sitting there talking. Fizz says that he's really happy that he has April. He's talking to Mickey Monday and Slick Woods. They're outside on the balcony. It's actually a really nice view. It's a really nice view. But he's talking about how, you know, he's happy he has her. He just wants everybody to be happy for him. He's moved on, you know, and moved up in his life. And he just feels like he's finally in that place of where he needs to be. And, you know, he just wants to be happy. I feel him on that. I feel him on absolutely all of that. So Mickey Monday like, yeah, you gotta lose a life. You live your life. Mickey Monday's like, yeah, you gotta live your life, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, you know, is it me, or is that Slick Woods always just there? I don't know. Who is it? Now, I knew I done turned my notifications off. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so, you know, she just, Slick Woods is just always there. Is she really saying? She said like 3, 4, 5 words. Maybe that's the California vibe, but it's just odd. Maybe, I don't want to say she's not comfortable in front of the camera because she's a model. She's a beautiful girl. But it's like she's awkwardly just around, kind of trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she out there. She just listening. She just be there listening.
Like, Slick Woods up here, y'all. But she ain't gonna say nothing. Like,
go back in and you have April sitting on the couch with Long Live Caesar. Okay, that's LONGLIVCZAR. Just in case y'all want to look him up. But he's a eccentric looking character. And they sitting on the couch and she, you know, he laid back and she like, you know, yeah, you know, I met Long Live Caesar through Omari, you know, and they were friends, you know, and, you know, he kind of stopped being my friend after we broke up. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, him and Omari not friends no more. So he done came back over to this side. Girl, he heard you were giving up puss to Omari friends and he like, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm just kidding. But, you know, he like, yeah, I saw how he did you and, you know, it won't right. And I saw how he did you. So, you know, I just wanted to say, and she was like, you know, this about to bring me all the way back. You know, it just always gets me real emotional because it was a hard time. And I'm like, you know what? I understand, April. I understand she's been through a whole lot. I understand that Omari, you know, hurt her. I ain't gonna say everybody been there and done that, but I personally have been there and done that. So I'm like, okay, I get that. But if every time you're discussing the issue and you crying, baby, you ain't whole yet. You feel me? I ain't saying it don't bring up where you were and you be thankful for your overcoming it. But I'm just saying every time you bring it up, you gotta cry. It's still some healing to be done. Maybe you not quite ready to jump into another relationship that has a lot of drama associated with it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm no therapist, you know. I ain't no therapist. So April was crying about Omari. She's like, she happy, she's set free, she's with the person she wanted to be with and everything. So, you know, he's like, yeah, I support you, sis, like I'm happy for you, blah blah blah. So April gets up to walk back to the kitchen with because she's like, is that great? Okay, great, let's drink then. You know, and I can see why folk would want to be with her because she's fun. She real fun. She seems light and airy and fun. But she gets up to walk back to that kitchen, and baby girl is thicker than cold peanut butter. Do you hear me? I'm talking about jiffy, cold, frozen peanut butter. Did she gain weight or did she get a BBL on the low? Because I think if I recall correctly, back on her social media or something, she was promoting like working out or something. I don't know, but she thick. Thick. Has she always been thick? Y'all let me know in the comments. I don't know, but she cute. Okay. You know, whatever have you. So at their happy, monumentous, you know, is that a word? Monumentous. We're going to use that. Monumentous occasion where they are, you know, around the table, you know, around the island, standing up, talking, having drinks, and celebrating this beautiful home that they have that everybody said is laid out, okay? Y'all bring up Moniece. But okay. So they started talking about how Moniece need, you know, help, and she was on Hollywood Unlocked, airing their business or whatever. And she put out the video. Moniece was with Carter, and she was saying, yeah, I am with all these people. I slept with all these people. And Nia Riley, who was there, was like, well, why did you let your friend go that long on camera like that? She said, well, what y'all didn't see, this is Carter speaking, was that, well, what y'all didn't see was that Moniece was actually being sarcastic. But they only put out the part where she was like, everybody wants this fat. Everybody want this. That's what she said. And so she was like, but she was really being sarcastic. Y'all didn't see the part before where she was like, no, that stuff ain't happening. You know what? Yeah, it do. It do. And I figure you can tell by the video. I ain't think April, excuse me. I ain't think April would put that out like that. And I thought that she was being sarcastic when she did it. I mean, I could put two and two together, and I didn't see the whole video, but girl, people gonna choose to believe what they want to believe about you. It ain't nothing that you can do and or say that's gonna make them feel any different. And if this works for Fizz and them, I personally don't have a problem with it. I feel like love is love. That's just me. None of my friends feel the same way. But I feel like just because you work with somebody doesn't mean that you are friends with them. You know what I'm saying? They were in a band, and yes, it's a small number in that business as far as the group, but that doesn't mean they were the best of friends. They were friendly and employees together. That's how I look at it. But hey, who am I, child? Next you have K Michelle and some producers named Claude and Chuck. They're in the studio, and she got her country music popping. I actually think K Michelle has a really nice country voice. You know, I can't really do with the other songs because she do a lot of yelling, and that's just not my thing, any of the yelling singers. But I feel like, you know, she really does at the end of the day have a nice voice. So anyway, that's my boss. So I can see that she's like, LA ain't really my vibe for the country thing. I need to move to Memphis or to Nashville. And I'm like, you know, that makes a lot of sense. You know, she probably need to live up in that area if she want to, you know, go with the movers and the shakers in the country music, you know, thing. She says that, you know, her issue is not that, you know, her voice isn't pretty, but she just don't know how to shut up. I agree. K Michelle's a little unstable for me, and I don't really my personality really doesn't like the shaky when it comes to, I don't know when you're going to snap off or when you're going to kirk off, and one day you're going to feel this way and one day you're going to feel that way. I think she's a wonderful talent. I think she's a beautiful girl. She's very pretty. She's really pretty. She's witty, and I like all that. So I feel like there is a lane for her if she can stabilize her mood. You know what I'm saying? So she said sometimes, you know, she can kind of lose focus where she is. And everybody was saying that, you know, the producers were like, you know, you need to be around that, you know, be in that way, and that she could come in and not necessarily take over the industry, but just, you know, leave her footprint, just like Whitney Houston did. Her first, you know, smash song was a country song. She said, but in order to be a leader, you might have to be lonely. And I mean, they had a point there, and K Michelle was like, well, I ain't never lonely. I got Jack Daniels. I said, yeah, you might want to leave Jack Daniels alone, because you an angry drunk. We can't do that. So carry on. You have Zell, Tierra, and Paris. They're at their house, and Zell, you know, they talking, and Zell say, you know, like, it's cool. I love my cousin and everything. I mean, first of all, I don't know how big their apartment is. I think they do have an upstairs loft area or something like that. But it seems like, you know, a typical city apartment, not that big, you know, it looks nice enough, but not that big for, you know, the square footage is kind of small. And he said, it's getting to be a bit much. They only got this bathroom, you know, can I use the bathroom? Well, I'm in the bathroom, and, you know, you got all that. They say, okay, it's about time. You know, I like it better. Zell, like, I like it better when it's just, you know, me and Paris. They done found their dynamic, and I've been there before too, so I get it. Like, I like it the way it is, but I don't want to add no other, you know, factors to it. So, you know, they sit down on the couch, they talking, you know, Tierra was like, you know, I don't feel bad basically for staying here. You know, you and Paris, Zell, have been to my house plenty of times. So I need somebody right now. I don't need a handout, but I need, you know, while my apartment get ready, I need somewhere to stay. So, you know, I don't feel bad about it, and I don't feel bad, you know, I don't blame them. So Zell sitting down, he talking about how he, you know, needs to do a model call for his listening party / East Avenue launch / barbecue and neck bone sale. Because he's doing this, and his EP is serious, and everybody sees him as a stylist, but, you know, his EP is serious, and he you know, he wants to just show everybody, you know, cool. So Tiara, which is new, and maybe I'm lost and y'all got to tell me, but Tiara says that she like, oh Booby gonna be there, because he mentions Booby gonna be there. She's like, oh, Booby gonna be there, and he like, yeah, I wonder if he gonna take his shirt off. Have they ever been a thing? Has that ever been? Cause I have personally, I don't remember him coming. I mean, of course, Booby comes on to somebody on the show every season ever since he been there. Whether it's Brooke, whether it's Bridget, whether it's April, whether it's Tiara. Like, my man Booby is gonna get him some booty. Okay, he'll care whether it's $1 booty or $100 booty. He gonna get him some booty. Okay. So he's like, she's like, yeah, he gonna be there. Yeah, okay. So they sitting there talking, and she like, okay, y'all. So after Zell tells, she's like, okay, y'all, I want to run something by y'all. Y'all know I'm working on my EP, right? Well, what y'all think about Apple? Well, why she say that? Because Zell was like, I know you ain't talking about working for Apple, and she ain't never done nothing for you. And Tiara was like, well, why you got to go there? That don't have nothing to do with you, so shut up. Like you don't even have to mention that. And then he like, well, I feel offended that you go work with Apple instead of me. You know, even though I scheduled studio time and hired the producer, you know how hard that was for me to do all of that, and you never showed up. Now that is messed up. If she ain't show up and he scheduled a time and she said she'll be there and she ain't show up, but that hurt him because they blow up, they start fussing. Tiara get up and walk away. She's like, I don't want these cameras in my face. Get these cameras out of my face. And I'm like, baby, you need the money. Put them in your face. Matter of fact, take the camera and walk part-time filming everybody else. Because you need the money, sweetie. Okay? So go ahead and let them film. Okay? So she walk upstairs, you know, and she fussing. It's like a loft. So she's at the top. And he's, you know, sitting like, you a little shaky right now. You a little shaky right now. She was like, and you a little ugly right now. Why did Zell say, you right, I'm very ugly? It ain't nothing you can say after somebody agree with you. You right, I'm very ugly. All she can do is walk out. It ain't nothing you can say. It's nothing you can say. But Paris was like, you ain't gonna let your fifth cousin on your song. That thing cracked me up. That girl Paris got some lines for you. You can tell her and K Michelle were friends because they both are with. So you see them next at Zell's model call audition, whatever. But anyways, they're sitting at the panel, the table in the middle of like a showroom. And you have Paris sitting there, Zell, and someone else. I don't even remember his name. I forgot to write his name down. But he kind of looked like young Dro with a little bit of weight on him. So they sitting there. You got the models come in. You got one guy model. He saunters in. You know, he like, this is my 5 seconds of fame, baby. I'ma show them what I got. He walk in. He got on a midriff sweatsuit. Shirt in there. They're like, okay, you got another girl. It's only 3 models by that ad, you know, 3, 4 models. Then you got, that's the only people that can get to show up. That's the only person that'll show up for Mona's $25, you know what I'm saying, a taping salary. But the girl walk in, you know, she look a little, you know, a little Alec Weckish, you know, very mahogany skin. You got, you know, mahogany skin, natural hair, whatever, thin, you know, and what's her name? Paris like, you look like a model. That was Paris' way of saying she hard favor. I don't like to call people ugly, but she was hard favor. Almost like not ugly, but just, you know, got that model that you know what I'm saying? So Booby comes strolling in there. You know, he come in walking in like he auditioning. That Booby is something fine. You hear me? He is fine. He is fine. Paris talks with Booby, you know, and them about, and Booby, you know, gave some good points. He must have been high. Cause he was giving that, you know, he was on that, you know, that philosophical, sometimes, you know, people, you know, he had his hands almost like this. He was like, sometimes you got to understand that the way you present yourself can sometimes overshadow, you know what I'm saying, your sun rays that are coming through. You know, he was really kicking some knowledge though. He was like, you know, sometimes, and Zell admitted, and also Paris was like, sometimes the way that he acts or how he feels can sometimes get overshadowed by the nice person that he is, because people don't see that, or the producers are not portraying all the good parts of him. They're portraying him when he act a fool. And Zell, like, all of them need some counseling. All of them need to go to a little counseling, because you can tell, I think, and I personally, although Zell does is king too much, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I feel like he may be a good person, but because he's a little unstable emotionally and he kind of rests at a 7 on the 0 to 10 scale, that as soon as something small, it seems like to the average person happens, he at a 10. It goes forward to the Real Street Fest. You have Jason with iHeartRadio. He's hosting the Real Street Fest, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it's some big name acts there or something like that. It's in LA, but you do hear him announce, you know, up next is Megan Thee Stallion. So he's up there. He comes back to the stage. He tells Moniece, he was like, "Oh, I was nervous," or whatever have you. So he, you know, walks in Nikki Baby, and she's like, you know, "Hey, it's Nikki Baby, and I'm back," you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I had to show up, you know, because my girl Tiara has been staying with me ever since her cousin put her out for some fake stuff, you know, so I had to be there for my girl. But, you know, I'm coming through and I'm coming to support, you know, because it's always good to see some, you know, some familiar faces. So Jason comes off the stage from introducing Meg Thee Stallion. He comes over to Moniece. He's like, "Ooh, I was nervous." Why April? Why do I keep saying April? So Jason walks off the stage from introducing Meg Thee Stallion. He was like, "I was nervous." Now, it's a lot of people out there. It looked like a pretty good venue. I guess reminiscent of Broccoli Fest or Rolling Loud or whatever have you, something like that or whatever. But he walks over, he's talking to Moniece, and why did Tiara Marie and Nikki Baby walk up? And Tiara, next thing I know, Tiara on the floor. She like, hold on. I've been 7 shades sober. Okay, I've been 7 shades sober. I don't know what happened. It must have been something on the floor or something, and I slipped or whatever have you. But I've been sober. I ain't been drinking. My girl had to put that PSA out. Okay, she wanted to let y'all know she ain't been drinking. But so they're up there talking, and Jason Lee, of course, because he is the king of everything that's messy, he grinds my gears. But hey, he ain't my friend, so it ain't my cross to bear. So he up there, he like, "Moniece, when you gonna put your hands on April? Because she got you out here looking crazy." Since when does April have Moniece out here looking crazy? So Moniece looks crazy on her own. And I have nothing, I actually like Moniece. I'm just saying, April ain't making her look crazy, because Moniece looked crazy last season, and she looked crazy the season before that. That's Moniece. And I use that term crazy, not saying her mental illness, because we don't play around with mental illness, but I'm saying crazy in the fact that she looks out of pocket, like she be doing too much. And she was like, "When you gonna put hands on her?" I'm like, "Well, since when do we discuss putting hands on grown women? Like, y'all grown. Why y'all still fighting?" Okay. But she was like, "When you gonna put hands on April? Because she got you out here looking crazy," because they mentioned Moniece putting those receipts out that Just Hilarious did. So basically, Just Hilarious was like,
"Putting up with it from one of your band members' baby mothers. You stupid or no? She got Drew dumbass tucked off, and he just dead. Watch our kids doing everything
And Moniece put that on live. And my thing is that if anything, now this is my theory, okay? All right. Now, I ain't the brightest crayon in the box, but this is my theory. If anything, what Just Hilarious said and what Moniece put out proves April right. Now, if you have a best friend that y'all just friends, okay, then you may watch your kids and stuff, you being there for them. But, of course, I'm going to tell you I'm messing with somebody else. Of course, I'm going to say, I see this guy, this is who I like or whatever, because that's what you do to your best friend. They said that they started out best friends and they fell in love later, and I honestly believe that. But, hey, don't shoot the messenger. I don't want y'all coming for me in the comments and saying a whole bunch. Don't shoot the messenger. Moniece, Mickey Monday tries to talk some sense into Moniece, and he's like, y'all used to get along, like, basically what happened. And she's like, and we'll be working through something, and we'll be we'll be working through something, and then he gets someone else, and then it all falls apart. No, I believe that she falls apart for whatever reason. I don't believe it's any of Moniece's business who Fizz dates. And if you don't have a problem with the kids being around April as his friend, then what is the problem with him being around her as his girlfriend? So Moniece claims that it hurts Cameron and all this and all that, and that if he keeps on, she gonna file for full custody. I wholeheartedly believe, and I understand that it may make a child awkward. I think her going on live every time something happens with dad and him having to hear it, maybe in school or something, makes him awkward or makes him have to deal with it. I think she has a great role in that. But I also believe that at the end of the day, the court's gonna look at these episodes and look at this stuff and be like, oh, no, 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 no. No. So this next scene opens with K. Michelle, her friend Sabrina. I don't know who Sabrina is. Maybe y'all do, but I don't know who Sabrina is. You got Carly Red in there, and then you got the surrogate Tone. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, in the previous episodes, K. Michelle done went all the way to her lawyer and everything, talking about how she don't like the interpersonal relationship with the surrogate, and maybe it just didn't come across the right way on, on the segment. But they're there at a Yoni studio getting their Yonis done. Well, not all of them. You got K. Michelle fully dressed. You got Carly Red fully dressed. Sabrina and Tone got on the little, the little spa wraps. They're like a little plastic suit, and it wrapped right here. The robes that, stick together. They got on those, and they sitting there, and Tone come in with her little glasses. She's like, these my friends, Sabrina, because they live in Atlanta where you live at, and if I ain't gonna be there, they gonna be there. And I'm like, I thought you just said you don't want to have no interpersonal relationship with your surrogate. Hold on, my husband is talking loud on the phone. Let me go. Honey. Who is he talking to? I'm filming. Anyway, so they come back into the scene, and Tone walks in. She got the glass it look like mimosa or something. They sit down. They go 1, 2, 3, boop, and they pop in, and they're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, why do we need this scene? K. Michelle claims that her Tone is getting the Yoni steam because she want to clear the energy and cleared out the space for the baby. So that's why they're doing it. But they're talking. K. Michelle shares with them that she's moving back to Atlanta because it feels like home. And so I guess K. Michelle gonna be on the next, season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So she getting that money, baby. She is getting that money. So the next scene brings us with Lyrica at A1's house, and she's like, she has baby Ocean. They're going outside. She on her little thong bikini, baby Ocean. She taking them outside. They go get in the pool. She wait around for a little while. She's like, I really haven't decided whether she wants to take back A1. I haven't decided whether I want to take back A1 yet, So for right now, we're just going to focus on co-parenting. And so I'm here at A1's house for a play date with Ocean. Who believe it? Do y'all believe it? Do y'all believe it? Because if you really that confused, why are you in the house with your thong bathing suit on with your baby in his pool and y'all just co-parenting and all that? Whatever. But you want us to believe that he got the baby while you in the hotel and you come to the house to have a play date with the baby. Oh, all right. Anyway, she says she misses him and she wants to fall back in love with him if he can prove it. And, you know, she's staying away and having play dates with Ocean and blah, blah, whatever, child. I'm over that. All right. So you have Tiara and Zale. They meet up, I guess, to hash out their issues that they've been having. Zale said he chose a white and polite place so they can act like they got. Check out our sponsor, Sacred Locks Hair Boutique. And while you're at it, check out their hair ambassador program. I mean, you look good every day anyway, and you stay on Instagram all day anyway. So why not partner with the brand that rewards you for staying true? Check out their IG, Sacred Locks Hair Boutique, to find out more. I'm like, Zale, I don't care where y'all at. Y'all gonna act a fool, especially y'all two. I don't know if it's a generational curse or whatever it is, but y'all, somebody need to talk to somebody. Basically, you know, they both are toxic and they both go from 0 to 100 real quick, you know, but he feels like he should be able to tell her the truth. And he feels like that, you know, Apple doesn't deserve the effort from Tiara because she's never done anything for her like he has. And then Tiara was like, well, I've done stuff for you too. So I don't understand what the big deal is. She said she didn't even feel like he was really, you know, that serious about his music. He had no idea. And see, that's the thing when, you know, people who switch up things all the time, people don't really know where you at half the time. You know, they don't know which side you on, you know. So she said she really didn't know he was that serious, you know, but she really just wants love and support from him. But she don't want him to take things, you know, so serious. Lastly, you have April and Fizz. They're at their house. April's, I guess now at this point, April now knows that Moniece has put out this live with the divorce recordings that Just Hilarious done sent her. So April and Fizz talking about it, and they're in the backyard. I think they're around a fire pit. They sitting back on the backyard. And one thing about them Hollywood Hills are beautiful. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And so they're sitting there talking, and Jess's April, I'm sorry, is sharing that she's hurt and that they were really close friends. And I do remember seeing them on each other's social medias before April was on the season. But I do remember seeing them on each other's social medias and everything like that. So it does look like that they were friends in real life, not just during filming or something like that. And she says she's hurt, you know, and she had asked Jess to come over. So her and, you know, Fizz was just talking about that. So you see Jess walk down the stairs going into their little patio area outside, and Fizz tells Jess, he's like, you know, I'm real disappointed in you. And Jess was like, you know what, you're right, I'm angry. I was angry, you know, we was going through our own thing. And Jess' issue was that her and April hadn't talked in like 5 months. And that, you know, she was trying to hash out, because obviously they went through something behind the scenes, because she's like, we were going through our own thing and I tried to call you and you wouldn't answer, so I was pissed. And she was like, so Moniece called me, you know, and she was ranting, and Jess was mad too, so she just started ranting too. And she said half of the time she egged on Moniece, and some of it, you know, wasn't even true, you know, it was basically a lie. So she was like, you know, I apologize for what I did. And her and April talked it through, you know what I'm saying? And April was like, you know, why would you do that to me? And I agree with that. Like, I can understand us falling out and not being friends, but you not going, one thing I'm not going to do, no matter how I feel about what we're going through, is call your enemy or somebody you got beef with and tell your business to them. That I'm not going to do, whether we friends or whether we're not. And so I don't respect Jess for that. Jess is mad funny, you know what I'm saying, or whatever have you, but that was a little low. But one thing I can respect is that Jess did admit to it. She was like, I apologize, you know, and, you know, it was messed up. And so April was like, she needed time, which is understandable, because she don't know whether y'all get in an argument and she gonna go back and say something or not. And I was April, I would tread really lightly. Because you know the real person that you love, you know the real person that you call friend when they get mad. That's when somebody takes the mask off, okay? when they get mad. You know somebody's true colors then. And if she would do that to you, you know what I'm saying, over some, y'all go through some little beef, y'all ain't talk, and she was like, Jess was like, she never thought they would talk again. I don't care whether I never think I'm gonna talk to you again. I ain't gonna tell your business to somebody who your enemy. I'm just not gonna do it. That's just me. But just don't get involved with this mess.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you like, tell me what you think, and tell me what you don't like. Either way, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys next week.